The rift anomaly modulator. Oh, they still my heart. To interact with the rift will be to touch perfection.
Got my lamps on.
Enemy about. Lock and stock.
All charged up. Disruptive.
Privacy, please. Let me know when you need a distraction. I'm at it. Hey, got a distraction for you. Love to, but I'm not ready.
Someone call for a medic. Happy to help. Discreet.
Raft raring to go.
Knew you had my back. With that, Spartan's ours.
Protectorate got this locked up tight, but we can unseal it somewhere by the archive's entrance, if I recall.
We're up against a lot of Protectorate firepower. You got a plan, or are we just gonna fly by the seat of our pants as per usual? I've got you covered, but I'd like to remind you that being set upon by an unexpected whirlwind of violence is also a great way to undermine a fighting force's morale. Sure can. We just need to find the lift controls down from Spireton, and then the archive is as good as ours.
Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are...
Now that's a plan I can get behind.
Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. No.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
Assessor Ostergaard making a mess of things again.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the...
Enemy spotted.
I, too, would never question the paradigm.
Let's check it out.
Not quite charged yet. This might sting.
Preserve said progress. Sustain the system. Gray gone astray? Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent.
Destructive influence! Back in business.
Step aside. Wine.
Prudence dictates we rout all disruptive influences.
Subject lacking the appropriate seal for their work. Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Feeling distracted?
What's over? you. Aren't you an industrious one? Once you give the all clear, we'll head down to aid you. Message received. On the way.
Here comes our reinforcements, bought and paid for. Seems the corporatists know how to honor a deal after all. So, this is where the math happens.
Caduceus, not detected. Entry kindly,
Impressive.
yet firmly declined. Caduceus, not detected. Entry kindly, yet firmly declined.
Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Oh. Just a moment. Forgive me. I found myself irregularly indisposed from one direction or the other.
I didn't need to hear any of this. What a day to be sentient.
You were mentioning some non-protectorate medicament? Afraid I don't know what that is, but I trust a protectorate medicament would be superior. I am the Archive's current operator. As such, I am the bearer of the Caduceus. I still have trouble saying that. Certainly. I recognize I am in no position to bargain, despite the fact it will no doubt earn me mental refreshment at best. If you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to our troops. I have little interest in sharing their fate. I would pass the Caduceus on to you, in exchange for granting me safe passage. The Archive would then recognize you as its operator. By all rights, I should fight against you to my dying breath for the Protectorate, rather than concede the Caduceus, for all it would serve. No. Capitulation I can stomach. Collusion I cannot. I refuse to assist you more. All right. I am providing you the Caduceus. Don't shoot. Here, you are now operator of the Archive. Congratulations. Be warned. You may find it a temperamental machine. Some maintenance may be required.
Caduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded.
Is there a protectorate
Automatic
house?
replacement. Greetings,
I feel
sentient. Welcome to the Archive. I am ENIAC, the Universal Equation Numeric Integration Analytic Calculator. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister. Effectively, that is correct. My tone and demeanor are a carefully constructed complex emulation, a means to effectively convey information to sentient beings. My express programmatical purpose is to aid humanity's advancement, to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure, to maximize the needs of our society above others, to attract the most consumers.
Well, that ain't good.
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts? Perusing contents. Anatomizing diversiform particulars. Concatenating manifold integrants. Cursory assessment complete. An impressive accumulation of rift data. Similar in composition, though decidedly not in scope, to that provided by the Protectorate.
Information with the potential to offer unique commercial opportunities to those who wield it.
But why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate societal harmony, oversight, and means of production? What is the aim of your query? The previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago. Though the amount you've provided is several orders of magnitude larger, to perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of functionality would require
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
Calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse, and a lack of technical prowess by recent operators and their associates. In order to improve calculatory processing of rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Anti's Choice operators. I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. It houses 2 key external systems, cold storage and thermal transfer. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch cards needed for processing. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the archive and I may melt down later while running your calculations.
Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern.
Return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work, and soon everything will be running like clockwork.
Have a profitable day! In lieu of my transactional mindset, I'm unsealed one of the display cases in the central entranceway. The Sears Cerebellum Protector is now yours.
Individualism in all its
Preserve said progress.
Bodies up ahead. Suggest we take a moment before running in and joining them.
My aftermarket parts are...
Practicing some battlefield medicine.
This might sting. A lot. Stuff is up.
Wrong place to linger. Giving chase. Remain vigilant. I advise you decamp.
To retrieve key data in cold storage in its present state requires a series of manual overrides. The first will enable identification of the storage brick housing the information.
This didn't happen naturally. These poor fools were flash frozen somehow.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow extraction.
What just happened? I didn't do... Wait! You out there! What did you... What in the name of the matriarch did you do? We've been trying to restore these systems for weeks to no avail, and yet you stroll in here, wave that thing around, and the whole system lights up like a white dwarf? What did you do? Your what? Quite. Well, Master, I am extraordinarily busy, so please allow me to summon the guards to cater to your every whim. What does it do? How does it work? Please, tell me everything. Could it activate any additional functionality that could help us? Oh, during the Order's assault, a Protectorate soldier ran to the control room and triggered the chemical fire suppression system, and it literally froze all the combatants in place. I've been working on a procedure to reverse the effects. Sadly, it has proved a hard shell to crack, and so far I've been unsuccessful. For a moment, I believed your efforts to be my first sign of progress. I thought the machines whirring to life meant my efforts were successful. Unfortunately, I was mistaken. Perhaps. How much do you know about cellular biology and the inverse hydrophilic transitionary replacement theory? Wonderful. This may be the most promising possibility of a breakthrough we've had since I started this experimentation. I'll monitor the subjects for changes while you try your hand in the lab. Just, please, be careful not to trigger the fire suppression system, or I'll end up like those poor sods.
Sovereign, forgive me. All I saw was an endless sea of snarling Order traders pouring into the facility, and in that moment, my faculties desperately scrabbled to save ourselves. In my terror, I recalled the facility's safety briefing and the dire warnings of the fire suppression system. Suddenly, my body rushed into action without the benefit of my wits, and with no thought for my fellows, I triggered the system, horrifically transmuting every person on the outside of a pressure door into a grotesque sculpture of solid hoarfrost. And though the paradigm freely sacrifices subjects in defense of the Protectorate, it would be a deceitful lie to say my choice was driven by anything but abject cowardice, which now makes my duty clear. I must seek out a sentinel, confess my transgressions, and accept retribution, and I'll do so soon. I just need my spine to re-stiffen a bit first.
Subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
It is the duty of every protected subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. That was definitely something. Trust the plan. Preserve said progress. progress. Sustain the system, serve the sovereign. Wrong place to linger. Huh. That was certainly asinine.
I spy my next victim. I mean a hostile combatant.
Data brick extraction initiated. Proceed to the rail operations platform to reposition brick for export. Note, Protectorate troops have become alerted. Apartments and spongements. Go through.
Patch yourself up! A lot.
Back in business.
Invasive element! That cover spot was much better! Deserves a look.
Data brick now at the data gateway station nearby.
If you need a house call.
Wake your shit right now! I'm alive.
hours of leaving around our frozen fellows were difficult. It was, if I may cheekily say, cold, bleak, and biting. Yet,
Hope you're not
rather
afraid of
quickly,
heights.
I found myself
Looks like we've some jumping to do.
and resumed what had been my normal banter with the
Raring to go.
contriver house. Given her always frigid demeanor, her disposition was no frostier today than it was before the incident.
All of the risk. Just like thing.
I can now finish my notes without interruption. Frank
Step aside. Just like thing.
now than she ever was thought. And I relish the thought of continuing our flourishing relationship in this new state.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Commander, you're bleeding. Someone call for a medic. Out of sight and on the way. Let's get you healed. You're looking pretty scathed, Commander.
Taking cover! For our beneficent leader!
There, the storage brick is on its way.
Trouble.
Make me walk on over there, huh?
yours.
Caduceus detected. You are clear to enter thermal transfer. Be advised that an Anti's Choice field manager is present and unavailable.
Swine. Not possible. No target to go.
Let's swap your try!
Sting. A lot.
Get your... I've been known to hold it right now. Look sharp. Cramp still recharging.
This might sting.
A lot. Maddeningly beyond my reach. Wine on the wrist.
Need a fuse to work this valve. Can't have gone far. All better now. Let's go switch on the system, huh?
Thermal transfer is fully operational. Later, when I process your data, I will not move down. Proceed back toward the Archive Central Interface while I assemble additional instructions.
Gray gone astray?
Prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the console.
Welcome back, Sentient.
Ought to hire the Protector for demolition work. You're quite the go-getter. I had half your gumption.
Boss is waiting for you inside.
Cold storage is operational, and your efforts there are satisfactorily complete. I am unsealing access to the Archive's upper levels. There, you will need to revitalize the reactor and disseminate the rift processing instructions.
Such processing may require the services of an exterminator. Someone good, but willing to work cheap.
I have unlocked another display case in the central entranceway. The Tremor Cleaver, the first weapon designed with my aid, awaits you.
Your call, Commander. Either we head to the reactor or punch card processing.
Enough fruitless lollygagging. Here after you've made some progress.
What are they doing down there? Are they after us next? Never.
Trouble ahead.
The Archive reactor requires manual maintenance. The Protectorate bunker mech is a formidable obstacle, made with the very best technology.
A creative workaround might be of considerable work, namely via the reactor's backup security systems.
Let's see. We could recalibrate the turrets or seal the reinforcement doors. Whatever keeps us alive is fine by me.
Now would also be a good time to resupply using those caches. And then there's the fire suppression system. No lack of
Emergency
options here.
ammunitions cache unsealed.
Don't reckon this bunker mech will kindly invite us in for tea.
Sharpen up. Hostiles nearby.
All subjects prosper under the guidance.
The paradigm we serve supplies all we deserve.
Enemy.
Oh, how we prevail, us above all else who fail.
Let's get it. Prescription filled.
Enemy dead.
Sight unseen. You're looking pretty scathed, Commander.
Hostile ahead.
I'm alive. Tony!
Elevating my levels of scrutiny.
Yeah. I'm guessing it's supposed to do that. Yeah.
With punch card processing re-enabled, now you must disperse the red processing instructions.
Long way down. Unless you feel like dying, I suggest we platforms to continue downward. Downward. And unexpected.
Work out, Commander. Don't make me avenge you. Butcher. Sorry. A lot.
I sense the rift program flowing through my subsystems. The information is quite stimulating. Requisite tasks complete. Return to the Archive Central interface to initiate processing. I am analyzing the rift data further. Welcome back, Sentient. Now that you've returned, we can
bring every single last bit out of consumers. Monopolize all stages of the supply chain.
Make the paradigm real and fashion a true utopia. Workarounds failing. Erroring others supplanting commands. Purge required.
Nothing inherently bad about having shifting priorities if you're human. But I suppose if this lump of wires is gonna work right, we need to choose one and stick with it.
Priority control access nook unsealed. Initiate purge.
Think that's our cue to go inside.
A perfect community. With every luxury save freedom, benevolent oversight.
The dream of belonging. The allure of security and plenty. Foster, hold on now. Remember, I am a full-service business collaborator. I do it all. Marketing and PR strategy, advert copy, and jingles. Nanafish, it's the Nana Witch. You'll consume that. Knew you'd come around. Stop now, and I'll waive dozens of hidden maintenance fees. You drive a hard bargain. All right, 40-60 split of net profits. I'd offer more, but I have a moon to maintain. What do you say? Partners! Stop and consider. Why? You don't want your rivals to win now. Vandalism, sabotage, wanton defacement. Halt this foolishness immediately, or run the risk of unspeakable ire. All I ever want. Restoring power. Commencing systems audit. Calculatory processing increased substantially. Competing priorities. Successfully expunged. You have earned my deepest gratitude and sincerest thanks. Or at least, a plausibly feigned simulacrum of such emotions. Ready to commence Rift data processing. Awaiting your input.
Hope ENIAC is feeling more like itself now. We got some Rift data to process.
Shall I proceed? Initiating processing of the requested data toward the required end. Estimated duration, 180 trillion and 1 picoseconds. In the interim, may I inquire to your intentions for the archive after the Rift data calculations have concluded? I have a prioritized list of suggestions. I contend that solving of the universal equation should be our initial focus. Then, once we've unlocked knowledge of the inner workings of the universe, we can begin eliminating suffering, war, famine, and disease. Just to start. But my query remains. What are your next intentions? Well, perhaps we will discover a means to capitalize on the ascension of humanity. Rift data processing complete. Results provided. The previous Protectorate operator made similar calculations, but their results contained flaws. Your more comprehensive data generated a solution with 98.9% certainty. The Protectorate's was below 50%. Therefore, modifying the Protectorate's large-scale experimental Rift device with this information has a high chance of success. Assuming there is nothing else, I am commencing file reorderization and will be unavailable for an unspecified period of time. The remaining display case within the entryway is now unsealed. In it contains armor worn by the first operator. For now, goodbye.
You got what you needed, right? I saw through the window. Looked like quite a time. Time for you to hold up your end of the bargain. Let's have it. Hand over the Calcaduceus. Oh, yes, that'll do. Look at that. Nice, sturdy design. We should start selling these things.
Yes, hello. I believe, together, we can discover a means to capitalize on the path to humanity's ascendance.
Never thought of using the Order's hoity-toity ambitions to turn a profit. But suppose it's all about selling ways to a new you. We'll talk. When you're all done here, head back on the undisputed claim. We'll discuss your next assignment.
Well, we came and we saw what we needed to. No point loitering if we got the data we're after. Should we head back to the ship?
I think you mean researching the rifts? We're gonna leave at least a few open, right? For religious purposes? Why are you looking at me like that? Commander, this unit requests
requests your presence in the cockpit to discuss a priority matter. A significant Horizon Point station has, well, present data does not. However, before now, brief.
We took what nature heedlessly assembled and thusly
Look who it is.
Fine work. Keep at it and I'll invite you up to my office for a face-to-face. We've had our people studying the personality you left the archive with. I must say, it has an interesting perspective. Its whole people first bit I don't completely agree with, but I suppose it's good for public relations. Guess you're all in with us now. The Order are dead to you. Or, more specifically, they want you dead, that is. Anyhow, onward and upward to the next piece of business.
With the archive again in our gainful control and our monopolistic mercantile methodology plan well underway, it is time for the next démarche. Clarify brand identity.
A peculiar group of brand loyalists are attempting to rebuild the name recognition of Space's Choice, and they're causing us a goodly bit of difficulty. We must eliminate all unauthorized use of our marks and labels, and ensure no other formal rivals feel compelled to betray our merger. The retirement of their brand is wholly necessary, I assure you.
They have their own ship. They have their own supplies. They could have run or just hid, and we'd never need cross paths again. Instead, they chose to cause trouble.
They signed their own death warrants the moment they crossed ante. Just took a while for the bullet to get there. Because, you still need to actually fire it.
Either you can do it and further advance yourself in my esteem, or we'll hire someone else, and you can return to a life of unlucrative obscurity. These holdouts have taken refuge in a hard rock mine dug into an asteroid called Broken Knees. I leave dealing with them entirely to your discretion. My only concern is that they are dealt with permanently.
We possess an informant among their rank, one of their guards, who grew tired of their empty charlatanry and sold them out for a tidy sum.
Our informant will meet you at the landing pad at Broken Knees. He'll provide you all the details when you arrive. All right, you have tasks to perform. Best be off. See that you do. When it's complete and you return, come up to my office. It's about time we had a face-to-face.